Hey, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Shall we get started then? First of all, let us let go of all your habitual holdings. Start from the fingertips. Giving out a really nice shake, 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 shake. Horizontal extension out to the side. Release, 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 release. Have your feet then about wider than your shoulder width. Horizontal opening, deepen that breath. And we go to your right side on your mirror image. Internal rotation of the upper arm and your fingers and your elbows and your shoulder blades go with you. This is your exhalation. Lengthen, lengthen along the whole left side. Release and extension and let it go. And go for that full extension. Lengthen, lengthen. Left hand goes above you. Giving that little wiggle, wiggle. Shake, 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 shake. Turn the palm out. Reaching that hand just gently, gently into the space behind you. Couple more together. Hands above you. Turn the hand out. Here's your inhale. Behind you, lean your shoulders back a little bit, as far back as the body allows. Third one, this is your inhale. This time we look back, look for the fingertips, so your neck and your spine start to take a little gyration. Two more, inhale, lifting, exhale behind you, and you reach. Last one, deep breath, and we go behind you, extension through your toes. Long fingers out to the side. Now we go to your left side. Going for that internal rotation of this arm and spiralically, like the branches of the tree. Go ahead and reach and feel that long extension. Out to the left side. Lengthen, lengthen as you release the torso out to the side. Extension, meanwhile, feeling for grounding force in your feet, four corners of your feet. Elongation, elongation, one more elongation. Take that right hand upstairs. Give it a little wiggle, wiggle, extension. Shake, 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 shake. Turning the palm out. Looking back, first one, you're just testing, testing, testing. Easy on that shoulder. Again, inhale, turn the palm out. Behind you, take your shoulder with it, going back. That means more grounding force in your feet. This is your inhale, looking up, looking back. Trace the fingertips with your eyes. Three more like this. Inhale, behind you, exhalation. Ground into the feet, deep breath. And here's your exhalation. Last one, inhale, lengthen. Behind you, exhalation. Once you return both hands away from the body, shake, 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 shake. Turning now, your left foot turns out, right foot turns in. Both hands right on the top of that hip joint, and bend that knee slightly. You have your internal rotation. Round this hip socket towards the direction of your navel. Meanwhile, try to stabilize the lower foot. This knee should not be moving too much, not like this, but let the initiation come from this hinge. Lubrication in that hip joint, very important for your lower back. And how about opposite rotation? Opposite rotation, relax the upper torso, so you're letting the rib cage, letting your mid back to gently, gently, spiralically do a little bit of massaging kind of a stretch. External rotation, external rotation, external rotation. Let us turn now towards your left. So you're in a triangle base. Bend that front knee, your left knee. Knee should be right above your foot, hands to that hip again. Internal rotation, internal rotation, internal rotation, internal rotation, external rotation, external rotation, lubrication of that hip, external rotation. Let's take both hands now from the upper leg. We're going for a nice stimulatory motion, tapping and tapping down, 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 down. And we're going from the upper leg, tapping towards your ankle. And we're going down, tapping and tapping down. Couple more down, tap, 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 tap. Same leg, same direction, brushing and going down, brushing and brushing and letting go and looking down and come forward. Bend your knees slightly so you don't overextend your hamstring. Brushing and brushing. One more, brushing down. Once you return now, let's turn both feet going forward. Shake out your legs, shake, 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 shake. Right foot turns out, left foot turns in. Both hands right on the top of this right hip. Bend the knees slightly, internal rotation, internal rotation, internal rotation. Let this hip dictate the motion, and you intend to lubricate all the tendons, all the ligaments in that tissue. Stretch as you mobilize that hip. External rotation, external rotation. Feel the motion in your hand. Feel the motion in this hip socket. After this cycle, we turn now, facing towards your right leg so that you're in that triangle frame. Then hands are still here. Bend that knee slightly. Internal rotation, internal rotation. Again, look at that lower knee. It doesn't move very much. Internal rotation, internal rotation, internal rotation, internal rotation. Opposite, external rotation, external rotation, external rotation. Let the rib cage be as relaxed as possible so your mid-back, your thoracic spine really starts to get into that mobility massage. Okay, you're still facing forward, hands from your upper leg, inner and the outer leg. Hello to the toes. Going for tapping. Boom, 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 boom. And we're going down, tapping and tapping down and looking down and letting go and stimulating and waking up. Couple of more together, tapping and tapping down. Last one, tap, 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 tap. Brushing then, smooth it out. Upper leg down towards your ankle. Hello to that foot on your way down. Brushing and going down. Brushing and brushing and letting go and brushing down. Couple more here. Hello to your toes. Grounding down into the four corners of your foot. Last one, brushing down. Once you return now, we face forward. Let's take your hands out to the side again. Turning the palms first. Palms down. Palm turn up. Palm will turn down. Let's include your elbows. Elbows and the wrist. Turning up and turning down. Let's include the blade of your shoulders. Notice how the motion becomes a little greater, a little rounder. Circle becomes larger, doesn't it? Yes, here's your inhale, here's your exhalation. Inhale again and exhalation. Let's take your full circle. Open in front of you, turn the toes in, half through the mouth, drop. Two more. Press into the feet, extension. Exhale, ha. Let it go. Inhale, lifting, open. half through the mouth, letting go, letting go. Stay here for a moment, reaching your elbows and little pulsation motion. Drop, come to gravity, letting go, letting go, letting go in a very intuitive fashion. Dropping of your elbows, press into the feet. Now we come, returning now. Back to shoulder, elbow, and the wrist. Extension through your fingertips. One more, inhale, exhalation. Left foot turns out, right foot turns in. Turning the palm up, descend the tailbone down as you bend that left knee. You have your warrior two. Push into the back foot, ascend. Press into the back foot, descend. Firming into the inner legs as you turn the palms up. Firming of your inner leg as you turn the palm down. Two more, inhale. Here, exhalation. Firming of the back foot. Firming of your inner leg. Now we stay. If this is too much, just don't go down too far, right? Deepen that breath. Pull your right hand into the space behind you. And let's give it now. This torso you know from before, right? Your upper hand goes for an internal rotation. Internal rotation. Away from the left knee, away from the shoulder, reaching like the branches of the tree. One more extension. Stay here for a moment. Give it one more deep breath. Firming of the back leg to straighten your legs. And we come to extended triangle. Nice deep long breath along the whole left side of your torso. Right side is rather passive. Right side stays rather quiet. Left side is open, left side is bright and light. Okay, press into your back foot to neutralize. Double check your hip awareness. Do you have a little oscillation here? Gently, gently. Now, point your tailbone towards your right. Reaching your left hand far, far, far away from the shoulder. Keep this elongation, so by the time you extend your left hand down, you already have the space. Right hand floats up, skyward. Just lend this hand wherever your body feels comfortable. Right, upper hand will spread open and we reach high through the webs of your hand. Deepen that breath right by the center of your heart. Lengthen, lengthen through the upper hand. Deep breath in. Okay, do firm into your inner legs. On your way up. Point both, actually stay here for a moment. Take your left hand to the left side of your SI joint, right beneath your belt line. Bend that front knee slightly, placing your right hand by the front. Okay, external rotation. Can you stabilize this knee a little stronger so that you can isolate the muscle group, give it a little more precision in the way that you can articulate the mobility of your SI joint back here. Feel for marking that circular external rotation away from the navel, a little massage, meanwhile a little spiralic stretch. External rotation, external rotation, external rotation. Press into the back foot, will elongate. Both feet will turn forward. This one you know. Inhale, both hands up. Forward folding, lengthen before you come down, down, down. Releasing of your hands. Hands come in front of you. Turning the palms out. This one you also know. We go now behind you, far and wide. Okay, that backward rotation, two more. From the front, above you, right, left, and behind you. Feel that nice open cavity in the sternum. One last one, look up, reaching high, back, away, away from the shoulder. Very nice. Palms out to the side again, turning this time right foot out and your left foot in. Shoulder, elbow in your hand. Shoulder, elbow in your hand. Ready, shoulder, elbow in your hand. Exhale, we come, descend now. Tailbone comes vertically down. It doesn't have to be far, but you do want to keep this midline. Firming into your inner legs to return. Firming of your inner legs to descend. Press into the back foot so you're not really sinking into the knee. Yes, and here's your exhale. Notice this shin stays rather vertical. 2 more. Inhale. There, exhalation. Inhale, rise. Here's your exhalation. Long fingers. Pull now, left hand behind you. Keep reaching, keep reaching, keep reaching. Left hand is passive. Right arm, internal rotation. Okay, this one you know. This one you know. Spiralic reaching like the branches that's being taken by the tree. Relax the shoulder of your left and brighten up this whole right side. Lengthen, lengthen as you reach. Feel for activation of your leg muscles there. Okay, here we have one more. Exhale. Lengthen, lengthen. Feel this length. Stay here, firming of the legs to return. Straighten the leg. Stay here for a moment and let us breathe. Feel for grounding force in the four corners of your feet. Then inhalation, returning horizontal hands. Take a moment. Do you have hip movement awareness? If this is too much, just re-step your feet so that you can favor this articulation. Okay, point the tailbone towards the back foot. Now let's lengthen your whole right side. Lengthen, lengthen, till you absolutely cannot elongate any further. Then right hand comes down. Whatever the body allows, left hand floats up. Spreading of your palms, thumb away from the pinky. It is a wrist-to-wrist alignment, shoulder-to-shoulder alignment. Now we go deep breath over to your left side. The upper hand is reaching down towards the sun. Lower hand is extending down towards the earth. Right in the middle of it, there's your heart. And let us breathe into the cavity of the heart. Front of the heart, back of the heart. Right? Let's use the upper hand to gently extension, return you, coming back to that first position. Bend that right knee a bit. Take your right hand to the right side of your SI joint. Left hand in the front. So let's go for your external rotation. You can feel it better. Initially go slowly. Make the circle smaller so you can indeed feel the mobility in your right hand. Right on the outer edge. So the more you can articulate this, the more you're allowing the quads to firm, you're allowing the knee to become supported and very stable. Notice how this knee doesn't move very much, right? So external rotation, relax the upper torso, so your thoracic spine, your inner organs gets a little massage as well. External rotation, external rotation, external rotation. When we return, use the firming of your legs to return. Both feet will point forward. Long fingers out to the side again. Full circle, inhalation. Turn the toes in front of you, reaching, reaching, reaching. Away from the shoulder on your way down. This one you also know, in front of you, look between your hands, tailbone forward, so you are delivering a little bit back bend. Yes, sternum, your chest cavity is well open into the sky. 2 more then, inhale, lengthen, 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 so that on your way forward, You're educating your spine to be well extended. Inhale, hands will turn out. Tailbone forward, activate your feet before you reach into the space behind you. Last one, inhale, in front of you. Belly in, exhale, down, down, down. Inhale, in front of you. Exhale, behind you, right and left side. Yes, arms out to the side, deep breath. And lightly, we gather our feet together. Heels of your feet, we go pulsation, 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 up and down, up and down. Charge it up from the bottom of the earth. Horizontal opening, long fingers, like you're mapping yourself out into the world. Toes and your fingers are activated. Here's your exhalation, we return. Let us go through a breath and movement sequence. Spiralic rotation of the arms, inhale. I'll turn to the side so you can see me better. Here's your forward fold. Bend knees slightly if you need to, looking down. Mark that again. Inhalation, slow, slow and complete. Looking up. Bend knees slightly if you need to. We're coming into your forward folding. Down, down, down. Step now your right foot back. Inhale, we trace that beautiful bright circle. In front of the body, reach with your hands. Better to pull your belly in. Bend knees slightly if you need to. Forward folding. Straight arms, look between your hands, beginning. Looking at middle. Looking back, ending of your inhale. Tailbone forward a little bit. Here's your exhale, reaching, reaching before you let go. Just do your best. Chin in. Bend that front knee. Here is your first balance. We're going to come up. Look straight ahead. Deliver that midline. Descend your grounding roots beneath your feet already. Left side. Here's your inhale. Shoulders back. Looking up. Firm legs. Navel in. Bend knees slightly. Always protect your hamstring. Crown comes down. Left leg. Circle beginning. Long fingers. Shoulders back. Look up. Ending of your breath. In front of you, pull that right hip back. Long torso, long fingers on your way down. Look between your hands, beginning of that breath. Middle of the breath. Shoulders behind, fingers lengthen back. Here's your exhale now, beginning of the breath. Middle of the breath. Navel in, ending, crown comes down. Then inhale, bend that front knee. Descend your roots down as you ascend into the light above you. Look straight ahead. Here's your exhalation. Return, return, return. In between your sequence, we remap ourselves out into the world. Yes, and here's your exhalation. Back to the center. Okay, on your mirror, let's go right side first. Inhale, your invisible thread. Exhalation, return that foot back to the ground. Right side, inhale. Here now, exhalation. Third one together, deep breath. Here's your exhalation. Next one, we're going to move now from here. Open up the wings. Right foot behind you, you have that triangle base. Lean your shoulder back. This is exactly what you just did. In front of you, reach for me before you come into your forward fold. This time, right hand first, windmill your hand. Left hand follows, favor your left side. Look above or look towards your left hand. Inhale, left arm, followed by the right. Shoulders down. Press into the back foot. Let go of the neck. Try again. Right arm, inhale. Now left arm, exhalation. Look back or look to the left side. Inhale, push into the back foot to ascend. Press into the back foot. On your way down, down, down. Shoulders will come down. Bend that front knee. Descend your root already. Go towards the light. Descend. Join now. Back to the earth again. You come back to the first station. Okay, left hand holds your invisible thread. Inhale, I'm your mirror image. Left hand out to the, left hand down, descend. Again, this is your inhale. Here then, exhalation. Third one, inhale. Here's your exhalation. Fourth one, we're going to transition wings, wrist to wrist alignment. I know my body is space in relationship to each other. In front of you, long fingers, yearning fingers before you come back to earth. Forward folding. Right arm first, left arm first, inhale. Right hand will follow you, looking up, looking back or look towards your right side. Inhale, right. Coming forward, exhale, coming down. Left, release, release, release. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Looking right or looking into the space behind you. Inhale, right. Navel in already. Exhale, left. Letting go, chin in, surrender to gravity. Press into the front foot. We're going to ascend now. Reaching up into the sun. Midline has been waiting for you, center again. Once you return, we remark the body out into the side, right and left side. And here, feel your feet. Feel that invisible root before your palms come together again. Right side again. Here we have, this is your inhale. A little challenging, but you had all the hip extension earlier. Out to the side. Internal rotation, no rush. Coming back. Descend, exhalation. Here's your inhale. Descend to your exhalation. Out. Internal rotation. Turn your foot and your knee and your hip with it. Exhale, just do your best. Third one, deep breath. Away from the body. Come back to the center. Descend, exhalation. Now we transition. Inhale. Wrist to wrist alignment. Right foot steps back. You come back to your triangle base. Lean your shoulders back as you come into that full circle. This one you know. This sequence you heard it before. Forward fold. Shoulders will come down. Now right, inhale. Coming back left. Shoulders back. Look towards the left. Favor your left side, please. Press into the back foot as you elevate. Navel seals. Core has already been engaged before you come down. Right arm, inhale. Left hand, exhale. Favor your left side on your way back. Long fingers. Right arm will follow you for forward fold. Letting go. Spin out one more time. Right first, inhale. Left hand follows. Looking back this time, see if you can let go of your head a little more. Yes, push into the back foot to ascend. Press into the back foot. Firming of the navel before you come all the way down. I'm going to keep you here for a moment. Lowering of your hands. Bend knees slightly if you need to. Halfway forward, inhale. All the air out through the mouth, bending of the elbows. Shoulders will come forward, fold. 2 more, inhale, halfway up. Through the mouth, bend your elbows, sink. Last one, deep breath. Exhale, chin in, forward fold. Lowering of your shoulders, relax your neck. Give yourself to gravity. Now I'm going to hold you here and let's breathe. Breathe into your mid-back. Extended breath down into your lower back. How about that space between your shoulder blades? How about dropping the weight of your shoulder and your elbows? How about checking out your back foot? The arch of that back foot should not be collapsing. Walk the right foot out slightly if it's collapsing. Right? So press into the back foot. We go inhale, bending of the front knee. Now you ground into the front foot. We're going to ascend now. Navel in. Core is engaged. On our way back. Then let's take, left hand takes your thread. Here's your inhale. Out to the left side, exhale. Internal rotation, returning back. Navel seals, here's your exhalation. 2 more deep breaths. Let it go, exhale. Take the string to return your knee back. Relax your shoulder on your way down. Inhale, we ascend. Keep the navel seal in as you exhale. Keep the navel seals in as you come back. Inhale. Return on or off the floor. Inhale. Let us transition. Left foot behind, wrist to wrist alignment as you land. Right? Inhale, you know this sequence. Unfold, a little bit back bend. In front of the body, exhale 1. Belly in. Exhale 3. Let go of the neck. 3 windmills. Inhale. Exhale right. Look to the right, favor your right side. Inhale right. Exhale left. Bend knees slightly if you need to. Second, inhale left. Exhale right. Favor your right side, please. Inhale right. Press into the back foot. Navel seals before you descend. Coming forward down. Third one, left. Look straight ahead. Look above you. Now look behind you. Just follow the bin line whenever you can. Inhale right. Navel seals. Exhale left. Coming down, come to that comfortable place where I can hold you here. Bend knees slightly if you need to. Press into your hands halfway up. Exhale through the mouth, bend your elbows, shoulders down, forward fold. Again, inhale halfway up. Through the mouth, bend your elbows, forward folding and down. Third one, inhale, elevate. Exhale all the air out, descend, descend, descend. I'm going to keep you here and let's breathe. Lower back gets the breath. Gently just oscillate your tailbone slightly to side.
so that you can ensure you're not overextending yourself. If you cannot be mobile in your tailbone, then you gotta separate your feet wider, bend that right knee a little bit. Please don't overextend your body. Okay, stay here, relax your shoulder, weight of your head and your shoulder and your elbows are being very earthy. Chin in, let go of the neck. See if you can have a look at that back foot. The arch of your back foot should not be collapsing. That's not a very good habit to have. If the arch of your foot is awake, that means your inner leg, your leg strengths are engaged. Let's train the inner legs to be nice and active. Okay, soften for a moment. Feel the depth of your breath, please. Okay, press into the back foot. Bend that front knee as you circle up your hands. Descending down into the front foot as you elevate. Look straight ahead, like you're looking across the horizon. Here then, exhalation. Return, return, return. Center inward. From the heart space, we extend our body out to the side. Suspend your fingers in midair. Keep your heart out there as you return now, hands to the heart. Toes and your fingers are awake. Ready, squeeze your legs, heels of your feet off the floor. A nice full circle. Let the back of your legs be a little more engaged. And here's your midline, squeezing your legs on your way down. Two more together. Beginning of your breath, middle of the breath. Firm your legs, please. Ending of your breath. That's it. Midline, exhale, beginning. Exhale, middle. Exhale, ending of the breath. Can you try the last one? Eyes half closed or all the way closed, so that you're really sensing the muscular engagement. Yes, your vestibular sensory integration, navigating this balance rather than your visual cue. Firming of your legs on your way down, 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 down. Okay, part your feet above shoulder width. Okay, hands are one on each side of the pocket. Bend your knees ever so slightly, going for your clockwise cycle. Clockwise circle, clockwise circle, clockwise circle. Lubrication of your hip is quite important. Okay, from your clockwise cycle, let us go to your first figure eight. One breath, one motion. Inhale, exhale. Face the rib cage towards the space that you're turning. One breath, one motion. Lubrication of the inner cavity of your hip. Okay, feel for fluidity in this water region. Okay, let us count to neutral. Your anti-clockwise loop. Bend your knees slightly. Anti-clockwise loop. Anti-clockwise loop, anti-clockwise loop, anti-clockwise loop, anti-clockwise loop. After this cycle, let's go into your second figure eight. One breath. It should be the reverse direction than your first figure eight. Feeling for one foot takes the weight and the other foot takes the weight. Four corners of your feet gets a little massage. One breath, one gyration. Let's relax the rib cage. Let the rib cage turn towards the direction that you're twisting, you're turning. Okay, looping one and looping the other one. Thread these two loops together and you have your figure eight. Okay, how about 10 dancing fingers into the space above you? Ready? Look at those hands, look at those fingers. Reaching high with your fingers. Meanwhile, notice your toes are very curious. They also want to be reaching up as well. Ready? One heel off the floor, another heel off the floor.
Looking for the shining stars right above your head. Lifting, extending, yearning fingers. Ready? You're 1 foot off the floor. Looking up as you peel now the other foot off the floor. Always give yourself the time, the training to be really comfortable balancing on one side. Balancing on one side. Very important for training of your legs, training of your core. Also, it totally integrates your brain as well. Very important for your brain to know these balances. Okay, let's shake out your hands, shake out your feet. I'm going to ask you to get a chair handy. I want to work with a little more precision in the way that you lean way down to one side. Meanwhile, lubricating one of your hips. Okay, so you have a chair handy, right? Okay, let us go your right foot up onto the chair. If this is too high, make the height a little bit lower. Some shelving, something that you can feel like you're in a comfortable place. Bend the standing knee, standing leg slightly, but these alignment, it should not go before your toes. This is too much. This is better. And bring your hands to the base of your tailbone. Give a little awareness. This lumbar region, sacral region is nice and relaxed. It should face vertically down. Not this, not this. Straight down, okay? So when you bend that knee slightly, can you engage? Can you feel engagement of the quads? It really helps you to brace that knee. Okay, one hand in the front, one hand in the back of the hip. Cup it. Okay, you ready? Clockwise mobility. Go slowly. So that intention is bracing that lower knee. Notice my lower knee doesn't move very much. Visually get a little bit of a sense of how this lower leg should behave. Your thigh, your quads should be really toned. Okay, activate the four corners of your feet, please. Opposite rotation. Opposite rotation. Once you get used to activating your quads, make this circle a little bit larger. And bring your back hand into the sacral joint. See if you can understand that you're initiating this articulation from the root of your spine, from the root of your legs. Opposite rotation. Get really good with this precise articulation in your hip. Looks like you're doing a little hula loop every time we're doing the hip articulation, but it's not quite so. Can you see and feel the firming of that lower leg? It should also make you kind of sweat a little bit. Okay, have I switched on this leg enough that you can peel that front foot off the chair? Yes, this is the idea. You want strength, articulation, flexibility should always be supported by your strength. Okay, exhalation, let's release. Okay, once you release, stay here for a moment. Just go ahead and shake, 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 shake. Okay, opposite leg now, left foot onto a chair. Okay, I'm gonna turn around so you can see my hip awareness a little better. Okay, hand, right hand on the back, left hand in the front. Bend that standing leg for a moment. Your back hand is reminding that sacral to be relaxed. Tailbone is facing vertically down. Give a little check, check, check. A healthy habit to have in your daily life. Okay, remember this knee should not go past the edge of your toes. Clockwise rotation. Best as you can, learn to brace your quads. Learn to hug hold of your knee. Like you're feeling the warmth of my hands, firming that lower knee so it doesn't move at all.
Slow ones, and small ones. Fine-tune that articulation and anti-clockwise lubrication. Anti-clockwise, anti-clockwise, anti-clockwise. Go back to clockwise again. But see if you can feel the initiation of this articulation comes from the base of your spine. This is the root of your spine, the beginning of your legs, right? So once you get it, make the loop a little larger, almost like you're exaggerating this circle, almost like you're going to town with this marking. The wider, the more flexible you are, the stronger the lower leg needs to be for you. Your toes are very actively engaged. Strong toe work, an opposite rotation. Brace hold of that lower knee. Use your visual cue to remember what this lower knee should look like. Just watch it here. Lower knee doesn't move at all, really. Energetically, I have invisible root descending down from the bottom of my feet, like how a tree will behave. Okay, have I switched on all these guys enough for you to play with a little balancing here? Yes, there you have it. There's your strength. Meanwhile, you just lubricated this whole hip joint. Take one more deep breath and descending now. Okay, now you don't need the chair, but let's come back to your horizontal feet again. Right? Use your hand behind you, a little stroke to remind your sacrum to relax and to draw the tailbone down. Tailbone is right between your feet, that direction. Okay, now I'm going to ask you to articulate what you just learned. Weight on one leg. Back to neutral. Weight on the other foot. Okay, neutral. Come to your right side. Stack your ankle, your knee, hip, and shoulder in one direction. Right? Left leg is empty. Remember how that bracing of the knee feels like. This knee, have a look. It should not be before your toes. Okay, cup hold of that hip. This leg is totally just being watching. Clockwise rotation. Clockwise rotation. Clockwise rotation. The more you can relax the upper body, the more your spine and your inner organ gets the massage. And have a little visual here. The lower knee doesn't move much. I am not doing this, but it's a very precise orbit that you're tracing. Internal rotation, internal rotation. Hip flexibility always needs to be back up by your strength. Have we switched on this leg enough? Have you dictated this alignment on your right so we can fathom this balance? Stay here, stay here. Use your hand to navigate your balance if you need to. Get really used to switching on your legs. Very important for your digestive organ, for your vital organ. More importantly, important for the support of your lower back. Okay, give it a little shake, shake, shake to refresh the page. If you're not used to it, it can feel a little tense. Okay, back to neutral. Check the sacrum position, nice and flat. Maneuver to your left side. Shoulder, hip, knee, and ankle. One vertical alignment. Right leg, check, check, check. Completely passive. Completely not home. Okay, brace your hands. Bend that knee and check your knee position. Ready, clockwise. Start slow so that you understand how to switch on the quads, how to establish the four corners of your lower leg, and how to relax the upper part. Right? Once you feel completely confident in your alignment precision, in your spiralic articulation. Then you make the loop a little bit larger. All right, let us try opposite rotation. Visually, just get a little cue here. Look at my lower knee. It does not move. Not this, but this. And feel the back of your SI joint. This is a very well articulated one. This is like the magic key that switches on all the mobility in your hip as well as your lumbar articulation. So if this place doesn't articulate well for you, all the other one is hindered. Okay, back to your first cycle again, but make it a little larger, please. You will feel the muscles in that standing leg becoming very alert, very well engaged, a little tense, and that's kind of a normal for now. Opposite rotation. It won't be like this forever. Before too long, you'll find your legs, your glutes becoming a little toner within time, especially when you start to peel that right foot off the floor, right? Check the direction of your tailbone. Check the position of your sacrum. Nice and flat. Ready? Find breath. Find balance awareness. This lower leg is really cooking up, right? And exhalation, we come release. Now, when you do your circle, you kind of really understand the initiation really comes from here. See if you can position your hand to either side of your sacrum. And when you round that circle, feel that. Okay? Now let's go back to your figure 8 again. So I can really be precise in the way that you navigate your alignment. Look, everything is on one side as I turn. This side is passive. Weight on the one side, and I shift weight. Position alignment as I turn. So if I don't slow it down, it looks like you're just doing this. But if I slow this position alignment down, you see, switch on, switch on, switch on, click. Then I maneuver to the side, switch on everything, and I twist. Okay? So it's not just benefiting the inner cavity of your hip, but all these strands that goes through your knees, your tendons, your ligaments, gets a nice spiralic stretch if you do it correctly. Full of alignment awareness, mindful precision, and plus the breath. Okay, now come to anti-clockwise rotation. Anti-clockwise rotation, anti-clockwise rotation. Do one more figure 8 on your own now. Do it with your eyes closed so you can see the infant structure of your alignment awareness. Align everything on one side before you spiral. Shift weight, spiral. Shift weight, alignment, and then spiral. Step 1, step 2, now step 3. Literally, it's like, yes, it's like the German cars. Mechanically, everything needs to be precise. Everything is exquisitely aligned to everything, right? So this is something good. I want to give you this because in the long run, it will really build everything you need to have a flexible and strong back for your all these things that you have been through in your lumbar region. Okay, after these ones, let's refresh the pace simply by shaking out of your feet really well. If you can really shake out those toes and your feet, the whole thing will reverberate up into your legs and into your lumbar region. Okay, ankles together, long fingers, marking ourselves in space. Feel your feet, and then we return now. Center again.
Marking of the full circle, let us harmonize our breaths and connection to the innermost part. Unfold, inhale, sense of remembrance. Just remember one thing from today's practice, and that will be plenty good. Last one together. Eyes closed so you can see that one thing that you just intuitively you need to remember. And seal that image within your mind's eyes. That will be your house of carbon. Okay, very nice everybody. Nice having you today. I wish you a wonderful night, wonderful day.